Evening, everybody. Oh my, we seem to be getting a lot of volume out of this thing tonight. Whoa, my gosh, I'm hoping not overloading everybody. Ha, probably am. Boy, oh boy, here's some funny noises. Holy cow. Okay. Well, hello everybody. Let me see if I can fix up this audio. It's making a bunch of strange noise, and turn off a couple of reverbs and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. I hope the tunes didn't kind of fade out on you there, because I was doing something a wee bit dangerous, running a browser at the same time as my encoder. That sometimes makes... get this there, I can and figure it out again. And yeah, this microphone making some strange noises tonight. Okay, well anyway, the volume just calm off. Let's hope. So anyway, yes, number 10. Oh, need two hands. Number 10, show number 10. Here we are, and I'm glad to be here and to have made it this far, considering this was all just an experiment to see if I could settle into some kind of a format. And it looks like I've settled into some kind of a format. That's just in while I've been dilly-doddling and fooling around. Let's see. Can make these even bigger. Yeah, stop that from splattering around. Oh, look at that. Kristen made it. Cool, cool, cool. And David McRae, all right. Hey, okay. And let's see. All right, look at all these people. Oh, we got coffee. We got coffee, red wine soon. Some people getting hypnotized by the tunes. And look at that. Les Claypool's in the background. Haha, that's fine with me. Yeah, make some comments. Everybody comment. Yeah. Oh, look at this. All right. Cool beans. Look at this. All peeps showing up. Overcast and happen weather. I'm a sucker for those rumors that the tourism boards try to push on everybody. In fact, let me just do a little quick move around of scenery. There we go. There we go. That's good. Okay, and let's see. All right, we've got a whole bunch of people. The blue juicers are here, yeah, or as I think they said later, yeah, the blue juice. You call yourselves what you want. I just of course call myself the blue juice guy, I guess. But okay, here we go. And hello, Sheila and Bill and everybody. Yes, indeed. Eileen, cool beans, and yep, you can. Yes, I snuck in the flute. Yes, indeed. I love sneaking in that flute. So, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I didn't trade it out this time. Yeah, the crackling is puzzling me because I'm still hearing kind of a little bit of a strange under noise. I have no idea what's causing it. It sounds like it's a loose cable or something, but I could get up and run around, but I don't feel like it. Okay, well, I say let's just start off tonight with a flute interlude, but not before I show off the kind of cool new feature from this week. And let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see. And oh well, I don't know why that's. Oh, it should be there. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh. Hello. Okay, so as you can see from this camera, which probably needs to be moved, yes, we have 2 keyboards in here now. 2 keyboards. So, yes, I moved it in here, and we're going to see how it works. So, gee, maybe I should tone it up a little bit and over a little bit, because I know it gets kind of awkward with me playing the flute and running around and doing all this stuff. And what is that guy? He's such a maniac. All right, there you go. That's good enough. I'm going to be playing them both, so maybe I'll turn that down a little bit. Any complaints? Yeah, I hear the complaints coming in. I see them scrolling in here. Okay, so that's the new feature that I moved another keyboard in. All right, so let's see. Oh, in fact, what's that noise? It's probably a synthesizer making all that noise, come to think of it. Okay, well, anyway, I have so many synthesizers turned on right now. Oh, yeah, no, that should be okay. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to just the regular old, just a webcam, and I'll turn on some reverbs and play some flute. How's that sound? Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah, and that's a Korg Wavestation. That was my first full-blown synthesizer. Bought it a long time ago. Still works like great. I have 2 of them, actually. I got a rack mount version too. So anyway, I saw Eileen had pointed out. All right, here we go. Okay. Oops, I got to turn on a mic. There we go. There we go. Aha, stereo. Ah. Okay. There we go. Okay, something a little minor to major key. Guess I had you all mesmerized. I didn't want to wake you up too fast. So, okay, so how you like that? Okay. Well, okay. What's going on tonight? Oh my gosh, so much stuff's going on tonight. Let me move on to my my full-blown scenario thing. Let's see. I don't know which one's going to use it. Let's try that one. There we go. Okie dokie. And I have this thing where I can kind of move it around a little bit. All right, tonight's show we're going to cover. Let me turn off my monitor. It's shouting in my ear here. Okay. Tonight's show we're going to have a YouTube feature. Yes, indeed we are. And I'm going to do a little quick rundown, just from memory. I don't even have a list or anything, on some uses of annotations that I've thought of. And I'm going to give you a quick look over at the YouTube Playbook courses that exist at YouTube for free. Okay? Okay. So, monetization of the internet, as long as we're over there talking to YouTube, I'm going to talk about a little bit about YouTube ad revenue. Now, I know you have to have something that gets a lot of views to make this worth your while, really. But if you do get a video, like I lucked out, I have one video that gets a lot of views, then you're getting a little ad revenue for sitting on your behind, you know, and doing nothing, just from people clicking skip this ad or not clicking it, I guess. And it's nice to see a little bit of money coming in. So, well, just talk about the YouTube ad revenue and monetizing and how easy it is. Okay, no joke of the week. Sorry, but we are going to do the Pixlr trick of the week. I'm going to try to show the darn gradient mask with Pixlr this week. Keep putting that off. And but also we're going to talk some more about making use of bad images. And today's major feature is cropping the hell out of them. Okay, but we're also going to enlarge them and sharpen some of them and combine interesting details with another picture, or the kind of the ideas behind cropping the hell out of them today. Okay, and as you know, we already did the make them spooky, and we used it as a background texture last week. We made a background texture out of a portion of a picture. Okay, so all right, what else can we talk about? Let's see. We have the Audacity multi-track recording that we're going to get to this week that we didn't get to last week. I was so bad. It was my fault because I didn't talk fast enough. You know, if I'd only talked fast enough, everything would be probably fine. And I really get through this whole thing in no time. And everybody would get everything on the content, and there wouldn't be a problem. But and no joke of the week. I'm not joking, Bill Graham. So, okay. Yeah, thinks I don't see this stuff, huh? Okay, well. Okay, so we're going to do another keyboard with flute and vocal, layer by layer this time, and I have two keyboards to try to get working this time. So we have a poetry reading of the week. We're going to read Beautiful Soup by Lewis Carroll, and I'm going to read, as my storytelling thing of the week, the caterpillar scene from Alice in Wonderland. Oh yes, the hookah caterpillar, that guy. I'm going to also tell a story that's live, making up something as I go segment. I'll just tell an amazing story about something that happened in my life, and we'll see what happens. Hey, you know what? I just realized. Are you still hearing reverb? No, okay, you're not. Good. I had a feeling all of a sudden gee, did I forget to turn something off here? No, but I didn't. Okay, so that's the storytelling. You actually get two stories this week. And one of them's a real true tale, but not written down. I'm just going to tell you the story. Okay. No eyes closed segment this week. Sorry, I couldn't get it together to write the radio script. Plus, my key actors were out of town. You know, they were called to Hollywood, and as a result of last week, so the last time. So anyway, so we're going to of course have more improvisations and stuff like that. Video tip of the week, we're going to take a look at Eileen's favorite, Screen-Cast-O-Matic. We're going to go look at that, and Also, talk a little quickly about Voicemeeter program that helps you make some nice little features, especially once you start upgrading your equipment. It's a nice add-on to getting a USB interface, for instance, stuff like that. Anyway, we'll touch on Voicemeeter and my playlist very lightly. I'm also going to show a lot of people know about Windows Movie Maker, but didn't know that you have to install it. If you got 8.1, you usually don't have it already installed. You got to install what they call Windows Essentials in order to get it. And there's a way of installing that you can just install the what you really want without getting all the mail and all this other stuff that you probably don't want. Okay, so but that's video editing thing. I might even try to fire it up and look at it, but to me, a tutorial on something that's as deep as a editing software may be a little much for a variety show. But if I get requests, I'll make some videos on it, since I did download and install it. Okay. We do have, yes, a sound effect of the week, and you see we have the archives have been growing with various things. I don't even think I have everything in the archives there. But today is pen writing, yes indeed. And we also, as you see, we've had lots of the music, lots of music over the week. Today we're going to hear, two pieces. Echinoderm, Regeneration, and a sting called Cologne 1983. So you'll hear that. And I kind of queued up Hills Behind because who knows, I may do a spoof on that later on. Google's Amazing Tools, this week's super abundance item of the week. I'm going to cover trends, YouTube trends, and Google Play. I'm going to just talk about those three things very briefly, and mostly focusing on the Google Play. Okay, and into the deep zone, the real secret, this movie, The Secret. Well, the real secret is you are now and you do become what you think about. The simplicity of Earl Nightingale's masterful recording, the only vocal recording and self-help recording ever to win a Grammy Award. So we'll talk about that and The Strangest Secret and some quotations by Earl Nightingale tonight. Shared mind map of the week is, well, for one thing, I've made a mind map out of the shared mind map. So all the shared mind maps are in one place in a mind map. So we'll look at that. And but the big one that I shared this week is a mind map I started putting together for a course for friends of mine. I wasn't even thinking of you, Demi, back when I made this a year ago. But successful event promotion, how to do a media and social media blitz. I used to be an event producer before there was an internet, and I just take what I was able to do successfully then, you amplify it with tools from the internet, and now you're talking real success. But the main thing is a lot of pre-planning, a schedule, a calendar. Got to do that stuff, and because you don't just go out and make one blast and expect there to be a lot of people showing up. Okay, and finally, the cool googly thing of the week is we're going to add a mute button to the Chrome tabs so that when you're playing, when you have all these tabs going and one of them is blasting away or a bunch of them are blasting away, then you can actually click a mute button on the tab if you set it up. And Michael Daniels shared it with us. But I'm also going to feature, Michael Daniels has put together a collection, okay? A collection called, called Helpful Tips. And so he's collecting all his helpful tip videos, his short videos together in one place, and we're going to go look at that. I'm new to collections, and so this is kind of cool. Michael Daniels, he's already made one, and he's made a useful one. So I think this is going to be where a lot of these collections go. Okay. All right, cease. I don't know what to do first. Oh, look, everybody say, Screen-Cast-O-Matic, Screen-Cast-O-Matic. I got to do it, Screen-Cast-O-Matic. Okay, all right, already, all right. Gosh, it's not like I get to choose my own show, what I do on my own show, huh? All right, let me see. There it is, Screen-Cast-O-Matic. Okay, let's go to the videotape. Let me go to this full screen StarTech here and make this full screen. Boop, boop, boop. Oops, that didn't make it full screen, did it? There we go. Okay, well, this is Screen-Cast-O-Matic. Screen-Cast-O-Matic is plumb awesome. Yes, you could use Cam Studio. Yes, you can record with OBS. Yes, there's lots of tools you can do for recording. Screen-Cast-O-Matic is an online tool. You don't have to download. It works on any platform, Mac, Linux, anybody that's got a browser, because it runs out of your browser. And you can do a basic recording where you just look what it says. It says just click start recording to record. Now, isn't that incredible, folks? They actually even tell you to just click recording to start recording. Ha ha ha. And they're now in a new v2.0 beta, huh? Well, that's probably going to be beta. You're like Betty Bada and her beta biscuits. And no, let's stop it. Okay, I'm making everybody have to watch the previous shows to understand my inside jokes here. Not fair. All right, but the neat thing about Screen-Cast-O-Matic is that yes, you've got the free stuff that you can do with it. A lot of free stuff. Okay, free hosting where they'll up to 15 minutes per upload, where they will host your video. So when you want to share it, make a quick video, they'll host it for you. So you don't even have to do the step of uploading to YouTube. You can record the screen in your webcam, publish to YouTube HD, and publish to MP4, AVI, and FLV movies. Okay, but now pay a little measly, teeny-weeny $15 a year for the premium. You get premium hosting in HD. Okay, not the regular. You get HD with there's no maximum recording time. Oh yes, but there was a max in the free version. You get a max of 15 minutes, but no max with the $15. You can imagine this: $15 a year. Like, I could cut out what? What can I cut out of my diet so I can afford $15 a year? You know what? Hot dog relish? What? Mustard? And I got $15 a year to do this instead. So anyway, see, I'm not trying to get you to give up the things you really depend on, and you know you don't depend on hot dog relish and mustard. Oh, some of you do? Oh, okay. Oh, I'll check the comments later. You can tell me. Anyway, what? You have to volunteer now. What you would give up to make $15 a year? Okay, but look, you get published to your Google Drive or to Vimeo, not just YouTube, but also to Vimeo and other things. Publish your screenshots. In order to get your screenshots right out. No watermark when publishing. Oh yeah, no little thing that says Screen-Cast-O-Matic. Okay. Password protected uploads. What? You can password protect your uploads? Editing tools, built-in script tools, screenshot tool, record, system audio. Yes, in other words, you can record your system audio. In other words, like game sounds and soundtrack stuff that your things are making noise on your system, like Audacity, for instance. Okay. So they have a built-in thing. I guess Eileen knows more about this, but I'm pretty sure what I hear is that it makes it so you don't need to use stereo mix in order to get your system sounds. They have their own proprietary way of doing it. And you can just record webcam, or you can draw and zoom while recording. Well, anyway, that's all worth $15 to me a year, and it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I wanted to feature it because it is, it's awesome-o-matic, okay? So there you have it. I'm not going to do tips on it right now. What kind of tips can you do on it? Eileen can show you some tips, can't you, Eileen Smith? Yes. So let's all harangue her and bug her for a Udemy course on Screen-Cast-O-Matic tips or something. Okay. Yeah. All right. Put her on the spot. That's not even fair. Okay. So all right. So we covered Screen-Cast-O-Matic. Now, a lot of people know about Voicemeeter. I talk about Voicemeeter in a lot of my videos, and it's over here. It's VB Audio software. It's vbaudio.pages-perso-orange.fr. So yes, it's in France, and he's a genius audio person, and he wrote this wonderful program that lets you do Skype calls, have two headsets available, include your system audio very easily into mixes for anything, for recording, screen recording, even Screen-Cast-O-Matic, I imagine. And it becomes your sound, it becomes your default sound recording device and playback device. So every piece of software you've got works well with it. And so they have two versions, and this is just the regular version I recommend everybody get started with, because you don't want to jump right in until you understand how the little buttons work and all that kind of stuff. So It's truly fantastic, and it's free. It's donationware, but it's not crippleware. It works right out from the download. You don't have to make a donation. It's if you like it, make a donation, and that's terrific. So, oh, that's the video editor. Okay, I was going to show. I have a playlist of videos available of tutorials, and so as you can see, I got setting single mic. This is very useful. If you got one of those USB interfaces and you found out that when you plugged your mic in, you only heard yourself out of the left channel. Here, I'll actually do it. I'll actually do it so you can hear it. Okay, there. If you only hear yourself like this, and just in one ear, and you're going, "What the heck? What's this? I don't like this. Hey, I'm supposed to be in two ears," and so you really, you're going crazy. You don't know why. You just push a button and bingo, it's now mono. And so you can do this too. Yes, indeed. So I did this with Voicemeeter. Yes, I did. And so that's what I'm running all my audio stuff on. So yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll show you here. Everybody always saying, why don't you show us the upper monitor? Okay, so there it is. And so you see there's mono button right there. Okay, let's see, can I zoom in? Yeah, see the little mono button? The blue one? Click that off, and now I'm only in the left channel. Turn it on, now I'm in both channels. Isn't that wonderful? Simplest trick, and this is the complex, more advanced Voicemeeter Pro version. So you're not supposed to see this, so stop looking. Okay, so all right, so anyway, I've got a whole ton of tutorials here. There are also tutorials on the website at VB Audio at the bottom, and they're very good ones. Okay, on the Pro one, I have one of my videos is on there, or 3 of my videos are on there. But these are all really good ones, nice and simple and short. Okay, so when you really get going and you really get cranking, you'll probably want to watch the entire video manual that I did, a 1-hour-long special on Voicemeeter. I read the entire manual out loud as a video and demonstrate it and show what the manual is talking about, basically. So there you go. You can watch the video manual when you just happen to have that hour to become a total expert on how Voicemeeter works. And all right, so that's the whole segment there for the video production tip of the week, or video tip of the week. Okay, I'm not going to go deep into using these things today. You have all those videos to watch first, so just ask. I'm going to make a video on anything. If you want me to include a little more on something next week, go ahead, put in a request and we'll talk about that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the different comments and stuff. And I have to whoop. There we go. Okay, let me just bring up comments. Boink. And there we are. Okie dokie. So let's go down here to where there we go. Okay, so people like the flute. Good. Oh, flashbacks. Okay. Yes, the new Korg, and we're hopefully going to keep the audio working. Okay, who knows? I don't know. It seems a little noisy to me tonight. Let me just hear it again. See if it cleaned itself up. But it seems like it's doing okay. Who knows what was making that noise before? There's a little bit of rumble, but probably because it's going to blast in it. All right, so you got your Screen-Cast-O-Matic. It's not really a tip, as Eileen said. It's more or less just the tip is to use Screen-Cast-O-Matic, I guess you could say. So, the post editing module, the zooming stuff. Yeah. I didn't know I had that. Well, yeah. You gotta got to do the movie maker thing. Mm-hmm. And here we go. Pro version, no reason to go pro. What? Really? No reason to go pro? Huh. Well, I guess that's from the insider that uses it all the time. And truly, I mean, you can make great videos without that, and you don't have to be at HD all the time. Okay. Publish a Dropbox. Uh-huh. Oh, look at this. It's not going to give up the relish and mustard. Okay. Oh, for $15 for Screen-Cast-O-Matic Pro. Just don't feed the dog. Don't say that in public. All right. So, be in touch. Okay. Ta-da. So, oh, look at that. Screen-Cast-O-Matic tutorial link already in the darn comment stream. Good grief. Faster than a speeding bullet. Golly, I hardly had time to goad or push or be, nagging or anything. Okay, well, I say, that always means it's time for a musical interlude, don't you think? Because I'm anxious to try out this new 2-keyboard setup, and I tinkered with it, and I tickled at the ivories and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure this is going to work. Sometimes simplicity at least something to be desired. But let's see. Let's see what I can make happen. So, let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do is a kind of... let's see. Well, I'm going to have to hear what I'm doing. So, okay. I'll see you in a moment. I'm going to go to the reverb. And turn on my audio so I can hear it. There we go. And, gosh, am I hearing a little bit of buzz here? Oh, this thing's picking up from ancient LED thing that doesn't work anymore on this Wavestation. All right, let's go down here and turn on the correct thingy. Okay, that makes noise. And this is basic channel 1. And but I'm not hearing anything. That's odd. I wonder if I tripped over something. You may have to wait for a multi-keyboard routine. I'm not hearing a thing. Well, that's odd. Earlier I turned it off because I was having an issue. And let's see. And MIDI and Unity. Okay. What I feared the most was that my cats were going to trip over something while I was in here and discombobulate the whole system. And I think they did it. Because it's not working at all. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to go plug something in. 1 second. Everybody hum a small tune. Oh, heck with it. I'll do that after the musical interlude. Let's see. Another flute thing. Let's see. There we go. All right. I'll get this thing working later on. But it's just quite obvious that none of the MIDI is connected in the other room because nothing's working. Okay, so, all righty. All right. I need this one. Okay, there you go. There you have it. Now, if you'll just give me a brief interlude, I'm going to go run in the other room and push a button and see if I can't figure out why the keyboard just disappeared on me. So be right back. I should put something on. It's like, you know, some kind of interlude music or something, right? Okay, be right there. Be right there. Let's see. This is just start take. That's it. Okay, be right there. Okay, I'm back. Yes, tech problems. Tech problems. All right, let's see. I'll see if I fix it. I don't know if I did. Oh yeah, I fixed it. All right. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, this is good. Good. Get to go back and do what I was going to do in the beginning. Okay. And this is here, and that is there, and this is over here, and this is that there, and okay, this over here. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Here it goes. You're gonna get more music right away because I can't stand it. I gotta try it. Okie dokie. right, there you have it. That particularly patch doesn't really let me get my hands off it to play the flute, but what the heck. You gotta play the bass or nothing's going on. Okay, so whee! Alright, I was supposed to have the comments up here. Alright, let's see, go ahead and scroll on down. Okay. Yeah, tech problems, yes. Kristen goes to a birthday party now. Yippee! A very merry on birthday to us, and so. Don't sing any more than 10 seconds of that or I'll get flagged, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okie dokie, so let's see what else I can do here. Oh, look on the bright side of life is running through my head. That's good. I should tell everybody to hum a tune more often, eh? Okay. And it was the cats. Yes, it was. Okay, so now you know. And so we have a melody. And no, before you didn't get to hear two keyboards. You just heard one before, but now you heard both. Yes. 30-second commercial goes here. Oh, look at this. Chromecast. I finally hit the big time. I'm on a large screen TV somewhere. Okay. All right. Thanks, Ron. See you over there. I guess you're over there by now. And so yeah, that's a pretty big sound. You have to realize the whole hookup is not only these two keyboards, but there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modules in the other room that are all being played from this darn thing. So yeah, I got my head movements down. Yeah, keyboard man forever. Okay, so what we're going to do next? What can we do next? So let's see. Oh, there we go. I just highlighted Eileen all over the place. Hope you don't mind, Eileen. Never. Okay. Let's see. And well, I guess I'll go back to this thing and talk about what we're doing next. See, I even forget now how I had this thing set up. Oh yes, now I know. That's right. I had this song over here like this. Okay, what can I do now? We already done a little bit of tech. We done the thing. Oh, I should have taken notes. Let's see. Oh, I gotta go get the sound effect of the week. So let me go get it. Okay, we're going to do the sound effect of the week. I sure hope my audio is working. Oh, it won't be if I don't turn it up. One second. There we go. Now it'll work. Okay, you should be able to hear. And so going to go to the sound effects of the week, to my favorites. And let's just go to full screen. And there we are. And make this thing big. Boink. Okay, so today there are sound effects and there are sound effects. And there's lots and lots of sound effects we can listen to. A lot of Foley sounds I kind of gave a listen to. Oh, they're all short. I'll just run through so you get an idea what I mean by Foley. Foley are little sounds that, like that. Okay, glass filling its sink. My favorite. I'm coming to get you. Okay, the metal. Oh. Okay, well, come on into my apartment. Wait a minute, I gotta move the door aside. Oh, wait, wrong door. Over here, this is where I live. Oh, no, that's Agnes's. This is my place. Nope. I think the sliding door is out of control. All right, so objects in a glass jar. You get the idea. We got all kinds of Foley items going on here. Opening and closing bathroom door. Hello, can I come in? No. Opening and closing a heavy door. And stay out. Okay. Outer space, that's science fiction. We've heard that before. Paper bag opening. What's in here? Okay, and here's today's sound effect of the week. Pen writing. Take notes. Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Be right back. Wait, there was something I left out. Okay. That's what I got so far. Yeah. Oh, no. I'll be back. Wait a minute. Okay, almost done. There we go. All right, so as you can see how useful pen writing sound effects are to the uninitiated and the immature. So you can also use them in your own productions. So there we have it. That is it. That was the sound effect of the week. And as long as we're in sound effect of the week, I know you want to hear the soundtrack, the music of the week, don't you? Yeah, because you stop that writing already. You know, authors. Author. Thank you. Good grief. Gonna write a novel on my show. All right, so we're going to actually listen to Echinoderm Regeneration. It's the name of the thing that we're going to go take a listen to. Echinoderm Regeneration. Okay, so let's go to my favorites. Here it is. And there it is. Okay, here, get ready. Because I'm going to try to... I'm going to try to do something here. Wait a minute. See if I can find something. Something I can read. That's just, nope. It's going to have to make something up out of nowhere. Wait a minute. I was going to have to try to have a text to go with here. To go along with this thing. Let's see if I got anything. No. Okay, well, I'll just make something up as I go along. All right, so this just give you an idea what this kind of thing could sound like with a text. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, wrong button.
And tonight, they are on the rampage. Hardly anybody knows where to go, so they keep on running, they keep on clawing for reality to take hold. It's only one more night, and then the end will be near. And it won't be very far that I have to go to get the heck out of here, because nobody's going to get my goat no way. And so what can I tell ya? The main thing is, I didn't have any reverb on this, but I was supposed to. There we go, okay. So, after you get on the train, make sure you take a left turn in the corridor where with the buzzsaw P and the little under thing that goes between the tracks. And don't come back! I won't, Uncle Joe, I won't! I told you!
And that's tonight's news. All right, so you got to hear both of them. Here you go. And hope you don't mind my wild improvisation involving all kinds of trains and all kinds of things that are rated PG. So I'll try not to do that again. And but that is Echinoderm Regeneration, which I thought was pretty darn good. All right, so, you know, every so often, you got to build up a little drama. And that, to me, was a candidate for drama. All the other things I've done were more serene, background, laid back. Listen to the techie talking, you know, it's so radical. But, you know, every so often you need a radical, dramatic in your face. So, anyway, I hope you all felt like that qualified. Because, well, it did. It qualified for sure. Okay. All right, so let me get these notes up here. And oh, okay. So we all got him over at YouTube watching. Zoop, zoop. There we are. Okay, and close the door. Yes, I love sound effects. So anyway, yeah, I had two $25 words in Echinoderm and Regeneration. I actually paid them to name that thing. So anyway, okie doke. So, oh yes, where does it all come from? Well, you know, I mean, I had trains in there. It had to be Freudian, slipped there, talking about trains, and all of a sudden I slipped into some kind of weird relationship thing. Don't come back, or something. All right. Well, anyway, so that's your excitingness for tonight in terms of all that kind of good stuff. Yes. All right. So now, what can I talk about? Oh, not much. It's not really not much else you can talk about when you got that much to talk about, and you're talking that much. So anyway, let's see what else we got. So you guys got that going on, and let's see. You know, I'm so tempted to do Hills Left Behind because it's so goofy. It's so goofy. I mean, really. Okay. Yes, I'm going to do an improv about Hills Left Behind. I can't go and tease you like this. I can't show you Hills Left Behind and not play it. Hills Behind. So there it is, Hills Behind. And I'll go ahead and do it. I don't know what I'm going to do here. But I'm going to try to make it sound like this is how you would really use it. Yeah. Ready? Ready? I wonder if I'm going to need echo. Has your bathroom got spots? How many spots? Well, have you counted them lately? The new Rejuvenator spot counter, made by Rejuvenator, can get those spots out of the way for you in no time at all. Why, last time I had spots, haha, it was not even funny. My wife, she told me that if you see one more spot like that, I'll have to... You'll have to what? I said. So I got the spot removers from Spot Generator. Yes, indeed. With my spot glasses on, special glasses that don't look anything like this, I was able to see all of the spots in that room, and using the spot generator was able to actually generate different spots as replacements for the entire thing. You can do this too, and so why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't everybody? I think it's the way to go, and everybody thinks that, don't they? Well, anyway, so now that we're all kind of floating on a cloud of bubbly niceness and sweetness with no spots in that room at all, we're all going to move on to something else, because how much of this can you really take? I just don't know what to talk about anymore, because there's no spots left, nothing left to talk about. That's all I ever talk about is spots. How about you? Well, till tomorrow, folks. I'm really glad you came in, for a spot visit and spot check, and use the spot generator on your own spots at home. So there you have it, the spot generator promo piece. So yes, spot glasses, special lenses, and so now I got you all in a jolly, uplifting mood, and running out to your local hardware store or pharmacy or wherever the heck you get this spot stuff, and I can't even talk crazy that long without needing some blue juice. And you thought the blue juice caused the crazy talk. Well, not in this case. All right, so we'll have to work that up into an entire routine now, won't we? Because everybody's going to want me to talk about spots. I wasn't going to do a joke of the week. That wasn't a joke of the week. Okay, yes, mood switch, spot glasses, special lenses, So, so there you have it, the real thing, the real deal. Yes, indeed. Okay, so what can I do now? What can I do now? There's nothing left to do. I ran out of things. Oh, no, I didn't. I never run out of things. So let's see. There we go. What should we do now? We've done all the exciting stuff. Sure. Okay, what's over here? Oh my gosh! The poem of the week. Okay, so let's do the poem of the week, shall we? Okay, I gotta move this screen a little bit so I can see it. It's called Soup of the Evening, or Beautiful Soup. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay. Take a drink. Do my facial exercises. Me. Okay. Okay, I got my exercises done. All right. Beautiful soup, so rich and green, waiting in a hot tureen. Who for such dainties would not stoop? Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Who cares for fish, game, or any other dish? Who would not give all else for 2 pennyworth only of beautiful soup? Pennyworth only of beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup. There you have it. Okay. Now, believe it or not, that was based on an actual poem that I'm not going to read because it's just not as funny. But I love that beautiful soup poem. But I'll be featuring this website that shows all of Lewis Carroll's rhymes from his books and the history behind them. Because he was always parodying an existing well-known poem, okay? And you are going to get another poem tonight because I'm doing the caterpillar section. And, oh, what the heck? I should do a musical interlude and then... No, maybe I should just jump right into the caterpillar. What do you think? Shall I? I guess I'd better. Okay, well, this is not going to be as easy because I've got to get it in front of me for starters, and it's not very big. So let's see. How am I going to do this? Oh, wrong monitor. And I kind of blow it up. All right, I'll just have to go full screen. There we go. Yep. Do, and blow it up. Okay, I'm going to switch over to a different... Oh, I can't do it this way. This is not fair. Because we've always done it where you got to see... Uh-oh, I totally blew it. Where am I? Uh-oh, I messed it up. I don't know what page I'm on. I'm supposed to be on 49. All right, be right there, folks. Be right there. I went and resized my thing again and lost my page. So there we go. Here we are. Okay. Ta-ta-da. And let's go to, I think one of my problems is I'm blowing this up. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay, I'm just trying to get this all on the screen, so if you wanted to read along, you could. And, finally, oh, a little smaller. There we go. Oh, it's just not cooperating. I'm so sorry. Wasting all this time. Now I'm beyond, past it. Okay, here we go. All right, so the caterpillar. Ah, still not working. Will it please behave? There. Okay. All right. So it starts on actually 48, where she's at the end of having been shrunk way, way down to like nothing, okay? And she just had this issue of playing with a dog and a puppy that attacked her and thought she was a plaything, and so she had to scare it away. But she wasn't sure what to do now. So anyway, she was thinking, let me see, I've nearly forgotten how to grow up again. Let me see, how is it to be managed? I suppose I ought to eat or drink something or other, but the great question is what? The great question certainly was what. Alice looked all around her at the flowers and at the blades of grass, but she could not see anything that looked like the right thing to eat or drink under the circumstances. There was a large mushroom growing near her, at about the same height as herself, and when she had looked under it, and on both sides of it, and behind it, it occurred to her that she might as well look and see what was on the top of it. She stretched herself up on tiptoe and peeped over the edge of the mushroom, and her eyes immediately met those of a large blue caterpillar that was smiling on the top with its arms folded, quietly smoking a long hookah, and taking not the smallest interest of her or of anything else. The caterpillar and Alice looked at each other for some time in silence. At last the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and addressed her in a languid, sleepy voice. "Who are you?" said the caterpillar. This was not an encouraging opening for a conversation. Alice replied rather shyly, "I hardly know, sir. Just at present, at least I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have been changed several times since then." "What do you mean by that?" the caterpillar said sternly. "Explain yourself." "I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir," said Alice, "because I'm not myself, you see." "I don't see," said the caterpillar. "I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly," Alice replied very politely, "for I can't understand it myself to begin with, and being so many different sizes in a day is very confusing." "It isn't," said the caterpillar. "Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet," said Alice, "but when you have to turn into a chrysalis, you will some day, you know. Then after that into a butterfly, well, I should think that you'll feel a little queer about that, won't you?" "Not a bit," said the caterpillar. "Well, perhaps your feelings may be different," said Alice. "All I know is that it would feel very queer to me." "You," said the caterpillar contemptuously, "who are you?" Which brought them back again to the beginning of the conversation. Alice felt a little irritated by the caterpillar's making such very short remarks, and she drew herself up and said very gravely,
I think you ought to tell me who you are first." "Why?" said the caterpillar. Here was another puzzling question, and as Alice could not think of any good reason, and as the caterpillar seemed to be in a very unpleasant state of mind, she turned away. "Come back," said the caterpillar, calling after her. "I've something important to say." That sounded promising, certainly. Alice turned and came back again. "Keep your temper," said the caterpillar. "Is that all?" said Alice, swallowing down her anger as well as she could. "No," said the caterpillar. Alice thought she might as well wait, as she had nothing else to do, and perhaps after all it might tell her something worth hearing. For some minutes it puffed away without speaking, but at last it unfolded its arms, took the hookah out of its mouth again, and said, "So you think you've changed, do you?" "I'm afraid I am, sir," said Alice. "I can't remember things as I used, and I don't keep the same size for 10 minutes together." "Can't remember what things?" said the caterpillar. "Well, I've tried to say, 'How doth the little busy bee?' but it all came out different," Alice replied in a very melancholy voice. "Repeat your old Father William," said the caterpillar. Alice folded her hands and began. "You are old, Father William," the young man said, "and your hair has become very white. And yet you incessantly stand on your head. Do you think at your age it is right?" "In my youth," Father William replied to his son, "I feared it might injure the brain. But now that I'm perfectly sure I have none, why, I do it again and again." "You are old," said the youth, "as I mentioned before, and have grown most uncommonly fat. Yet you turned a back somersault in at the door. Pray, what is the reason of that?" "In my youth," said the sage, as he shook his grey locks, "I kept all of my limbs very supple. By the use of this ointment, 1 shilling the box. Allow me to sell you a couple." "You are old," said the youth, "and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than suet. Yet you finished the goose with the bones and the beak. Pray, how did you manage to do it?" "In my youth," said his father, "I took to the law and argued each case with my wife, and the muscular strength which it gave to my jaw has lasted the rest of my life." "You are old," said the youth. "One would hardly suppose that your eye was as steady as ever, yet you balanced an eel on the end of your nose. What made you so awfully clever?" "I've answered 3 questions, and that is enough," said his father. "Don't give yourself airs. Do you think I can listen all day to such stuff? Be off, or I'll kick you downstairs." Oh my. I need blue juice, fast. 1 second. Dehydrated. "That is not said right," said the caterpillar. "Not quite right, I'm afraid," said Alice timidly. "Some of the words have got altered." "It is wrong from beginning to end," said the caterpillar, decidedly, and there was a silence for some minutes. The caterpillar was the first to speak. "What size do you want to be?" it asked. "Oh, I'm not particular as to size," Alice hastily replied.
Only one doesn't like changing so often, you know.
I don't know, said the caterpillar. Alice said nothing. She had never been so much contradicted in all of her life before, and she felt that she was losing her temper. "Are you content now?" said the caterpillar. "Well, I should like to be a little larger, sir, if you wouldn't mind," said Alice. 3 inches is such a wretched height to be." "It is a very good height indeed," said the caterpillar angrily, rearing itself upright as it spoke. It was exactly 3 inches high. "But I'm not used to it," pleaded poor Alice in a piteous tone. And she thought to herself, "I wish the creatures wouldn't be so easily offended." "You'll get used to it in time," said the caterpillar, and it put its hookah into its mouth and began smoking again. This time Alice waited patiently until it chose to speak again. In a minute or two the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and yawned once or twice and shook itself. Then it got down off the mushroom and crawled away into the grass, merely remarking as it went, "One side will make you grow taller, and the other side will make you grow shorter." "One side of what? The other side of what?" thought Alice to herself. "Of the mushroom," said the caterpillar, just as if she had just asked it aloud, and in another moment it was out of sight. Alice remained looking thoughtfully at the mushroom for a minute, trying to make out which of the 2 sides of it, and as it was perfectly round, she found this a very difficult question. However, at last she stretched her arms round it as far as they would go, and broke off a bit of the edge with each hand. "And now, which is which?" she said to herself, and nibbled a little bit of the right-hand bit to try the effect. The next moment she felt a violent blow underneath her chin. It had struck her foot. She was a good deal frightened by this very sudden change, but she felt that there was no time to be lost, as she was shrinking rapidly, so she set to work at once to eat some of the other bit. Her chin was pressed so closely against her foot that there was hardly room to open her mouth, but she did it at last and managed to swallow a morsel of the left-hand bit. "Come, my head's free at last," said Alice in a tone of delight, which changed into alarm in another moment when she found that her shoulders were nowhere to be found, and all she could see when she looked down was an immense length of neck, which seemed to rise like a stalk out of the sea of green leaves that lay far below her. "What can all that green stuff be?" said Alice, "and where have my shoulders got to? And oh, my poor hands, how is it I can't see you?" She was moving them about as she spoke, but no results seemed to follow, except a little shaking among the distant green leaves. Well, you all know what happened next. So, it is time to cut, because we are done with the segment of the caterpillar. So, let's go back to the comments. Segue smoothly into, or not even so smoothly, into a musical interlude. All right, so let's see what kind of comments came in as we were doing. Oh yes, the mood switch, the smart glasses, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. Okay, well, let's see what we can do next. Now that I got all the keyboards working, and I'm going to try to get this thing happening over here. And I've got a little setup going on. It just might work. Okay, let's see what's happening. Hello, over here. Hello there.
Hello, over here.
Hello over there.
Hey, you over here?
Yeah, I'm over here.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
I'm over here because I'm over here and you're over there.
What do you mean you're over there?
I mean, I'm over here and you're over there.
I'm beside myself. Okay. Well, okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, let's move to the other view so you can see everything. Okie dokie. Yeah, I shouldn't have done so many vocal exercises last time before I did the reading. Yeah, always does me. Anyway, okay, let's see. 14. Oh. This might work. But I'm going to do something in G, something in G, something in G. Okay, I got to turn this down right here. I was overloading before. All right, let's see what this is. Okay. Okay. Doing. There we go. All right, buttons pressed. A lot of noise. Okay, now wait. I have to change something. 1 second. See, now it's time. There we go. All right, now they're going to act independent of each other. Oh, that's going to be scary. Okay, so let's see what happens then. All right, in the meantime, let's see what's happening with the various comments coming in for one last thing at the comments. Okay, who's on first? Oh, who's on second? Oh, don't make me read that one. Okay, cool. Got some people swaying around in their chair as they multitask. So let me move on over. Oh, gee, Monica, I hope you can... That is so funny. You can't attend live in Germany. No kidding. They've actually marked my show as if I'm some kind of... copyright infringement. I'm Creative Commons copyright for starters. So I don't even no idea what Germany thinks they're doing. But there's no one I can't really write to anybody and say, are they out of their mind? Because, there's just nobody you can write to. I'll ask it to user community. I'm sure there's some people understand what's going on in Germany over there. Anyway, Monica, thanks for coming, and hopefully you enjoy the replay. We have a lot of live music in this one, and 2 keyboards, so hopefully you'll find it pretty darn cool. Okay, let's see if I can get the my organizational tool back up here, so I know what the heck I was thinking of doing. Okay, so you got some more musical interlude. And yes, let's talk about the real secret. A little bit of Earl Nightingale action, okay? So let me just find this here. I've got it up here somewhere. Oh, that's something else. Oh, I thought I had him all queued up. Apparently not. Okay, well, let me go back to here, and I'll just bring it up by clicking this link here. Oh, what I have here apparently is I have it here. Let's see if I can get this to move over. Okay. Buddha declared that the mind is everything. What you think, you become. You become what you think about all day long, is how Ralph Waldo Emerson expressed it. In The Strangest Secret, the only personal development recording ever to receive a gold record, by golly, and I think he got a Grammy too, Earl Nightingale reveals that the secret is that you become what you think about. He just shortened it down to, you become what you think about. And he said it more than that. He titled the piece, he ended the piece on the album, that you are now and you do become what you think about. Okay? So let's go ahead, and I wanted to show you, I can't play it, but there is a YouTube recording of him doing this. And let's hit pause. There we go. And so I'll leave a link to this recording of Earl Nightingale actually doing a video on of a segment from his famous album. Okay, so that's going to be in there. All right, how do you like that? And there's some quotes. I'm also going to leave some quotes from The Strangest Secret, and it of course has the main quote, that you are. There you are. That you are now and you do become what you think about. And every one of us is the sum total of his own thoughts. No man can get rich himself unless he enriches others. These are lovely platitudes that are so true. And one thing I always loved, yeah, that's from that quote section. There's also, I have even more quotes by Earl Nightingale over here. Let's go over and take a look at those. One of my favorites is, it's way down here. There it is. We are all self-made, but only the successful will admit it. I always thought, now we're getting wry. Here's some dry humor. So anyway, I'll have the links to all of these things in the show notes after the show. And I've been getting to the past shows and getting them time-stamped, by the way, so that if you want to jump to certain sections, you can watch the YouTube version and go into the show more area, and you will see time-stamping galore, okay? But I just wanted to mention Earl Nightingale, because in my mind, he was the first really huge personal self-help person. I mean, sure, there was Think and Grow Rich was already a big thing, and a lot of Earl Nightingale took off on that, took off on Emerson and all that kind of stuff. And but nonetheless, he's one of the greats, and Nightingale Conant recordings pretty much carried everybody through the 70s and 80s with self-help recordings on tapes and stuff like that. And to my mind, he's a true hero and should be heralded. So now, I did want to address one thing about how a lot of this stuff works. A lot of people, especially after the 80s when the shamanism movement kind of started kicking in, because just before shamanism was this thing called the human potential movement, and it was carried by people like Earl Nightingale and such as predecessors, but it was really big around 1979, 1980, 81, 82. And it was mostly focusing on the fact that the mechanism of how it is that, why is it that what you think about is what you become or what happens. How come ask and you shall receive works? You know, how come that works? And it was pretty much a consensus back then, and it's still by many today, that one of the reasons it works is because there's this whole right-hand hemisphere of our brain that we hardly even address, hardly even bring into play. But when you give it clear, concise instructions, not only verbal instructions, but even visual instructions, visualizations, and feeling instructions, and symbolic instructions, then it tunes in to your surroundings and notices things that you wouldn't have noticed before. It makes it so you take notice of things that benefit you towards those directions that you wanted to go. Because you've given very clear messages to what many people often call the subconscious, but it's really just that huge right-hand hemisphere that has its own function. It's more of a big picture type of a processor, but it's an incredibly efficient processor. And so it takes into account and it picks up on subtleties and nuances, and to the point where it seems like almost like magic, like you're reading omens or something, where something just feels right. And that's your right brain addressing into your limbic system and your endocrine system to give you emotional feedback and talk to you in a feeling kind of a way, because it has to go much more roundabout to get to your language centers for you to get it so you can talk to yourself in English, you know. And the right brain will also attempt to talk to you through feelings of intuition and stuff like that. So it's a great thing to take advantage of. It's not all it's not magic. It's our amazing bodies at work doing what it does so well. But the more you kind of encourage it by giving those clear instructions to the right hemisphere and to your subconscious, you might call it, then the more you get the benefits of these amazing things happening to you. And consequently, anything becomes possible, because whereas you weren't noticing the opportunities around you before, all of a sudden you're starting to notice the opportunities that were simply slipping by you before. Now they're right there in your face, you're picking up on them, and you're hopefully taking action on things too. Proactive. There's a lot to be said for being proactive as well. Okay, so that's my Earl Nightingale spiel. and I certainly have a lot of respect for him. So, oh, look at it. I wonder what. Oh, and I'm going to. Oh, good grief. I will hold it in my subconscious to get a hold of Chancellor Merkel and get that thing fixed soon. Yes, I will. Okay, so you got it, Monica. Yep. Yeah, well, I have her in my speed dial, so I'll just, I've just been lazy. Okay, anyway, there you go. And I'm glad we have something on Instagram to watch later. Okay. Good grief, I'm afraid to click it. Alrighty, what's next? Let's see. Yeah, well, this is quick and easy. Shared mind map of the week. Here we go. And it is the successful event promotion. And I'm hiding it from everybody. Let's see. Let's get up here. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So successful event promotion of the week is a pretty large mind map in progress that you're going to see me adding more stuff to that I made last year and a half ago for some friends who were trying to promote some events, local events. They were trying to get them bigger. They were just made, and I've done lots and lots of events, and I've never had less than 1,500 people at any event that I was actually working for the promotion of. Usually we're in the thousands and thousands of people that would get to our events when I used to do them in New York. And the main secret was finding out the lead times and deadlines for your newspapers, your radio and TV lead times, deadlines, your print merchandising lead times and deadlines, and getting it all in a calendar so that you know when you have to have stuff put in there, okay? And you go by that calendar. Those days that are a certain number of days before the deadline, find out what they want as lead time. That's why I say not just the deadline, how much lead time do they need? They may need a week. They may need 3 days from the point that they get it in to when they can have it guaranteed that they'll get it in the paper, right? Or on the radio. So you find out those times, get it in a calendar, start working on those press releases, public service announcements, calendar entries, whatever you want to call them. Press release, your public service announcements is a big thing if you're a nonprofit. Press releases is huge. You get them out to all these people that you've already made contact with, asking a simple question as to what their lead times are, okay? So you've already made an initial thing, and they're expecting your thing. And then get to work on your signage, because there's going to be time that it takes to get to the printing done. Give yourself 2 weeks lead time to have your printing finished, and have a team of people lined up while it's getting ready for the printer. Already be lining up your team of people to put up the signage. Do not think you can do it yourself. You'll always want at least 6 people involved in putting up signage. And you want lots of signage, as much as you think you can saturate an area with. Do a count of the region, figure out how much signage you're going to need. If you're going to need some big signs, find out where you're going to put them and get the permissions to put them up. Sometimes you need permits to put in big signs, and if you work with your local city halls, often they will give you permissions to do some pretty fancy things like across the street banners and stuff like that, or over the edge of a bridge, all this kind of stuff. But you got to do all that stuff and think about it in advance. This is always a launch. You're talking weeks of at least 2 months from starting all the work. You've started the work now 2 months in advance, and you're cooking for that 2 months. Remember, at the same time, if you're a nonprofit and you're doing events that involve volunteers, you want to give yourself a little more than 2 months. You give it 3 months, 1 full month, just to attract volunteers, get them all ready, give them kind of a heads up of the types of tasks that you're going to be asking people to do, get some feedback from them of what kind of tasks they would be comfortable doing, and always go by that comfort zone. Never just dump stuff on people that are really not suited for the task. Find out what people are suited for and match them to the tasks. Only panic and start having to force feed if you've totally run out of people or depend on doing those things yourself. Okay? Of course, then you get your get your WordPress websites or any other kind of simple website up. It could be a HTML site, but have a site up so people can go somewhere, find out the times, have it be responsive, mobile friendly. Get your Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and email stuff lined up. Have it pre-planned what you're going to do. Don't plan on hiring someone who's supposedly going to be your social media manager. Get all your stuff lined up with a calendar of when you're going to do all your releases. This is a launch. This isn't just something you're doing. It's costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars to produce this thing, so have all this stuff lined up. Get your teasers, launches, and follow-ups ready. Get your partnerships and sponsors, including your in-kind contributions, all ready. You're going to want their logos on your printed materials, on your signage. So you got to have logo placements. You got to get that artwork from the people sponsoring you. Ready before you go near any printers, okay? You can get it on your website right away, but as soon as you get it, convert it over to JPEG and get it on your website, but or to PNG if it's going to have transparency. And you can go on any color background. But the thing is get those partnerships and sponsors all lined up in advance and with plenty of notice of when you're going to need their artwork by, and give yourself at least a month lead time for those people to come through and actually deliver. Okay, and your tools of the trade, of course, are Evernote. You're going to do Evernote. Work with that with your calendars as Evernote, just keeping all kinds of notes, all kinds of things. And you share notebooks with different people that are involved in different sections. You definitely have an Evernote shared thing for the volunteers team. Google free tools, you know what all those Google free tools are. Use them, use them, use them, use them. It's great because of the collaboration potential. Pixar.com, of course, for your editor. Yeah, what else am I going to say, right? Or any other editor, but you're going to have to do some photo processing. Workflowy is a nice little thing. Workflowy.com is a nice thing for making lists, and you can share the lists. And a lot of times, like for a workflow or for doing a calendar or a layout of lists of things that you're going to have to do, you can put down different weeks, week one, and then have your list of things that have to be done that week for things that aren't date specific, that are more lists of to-do lists that this has to be done by the 3rd, that type of thing. And of course, get involved with your Facebook events, your Google Plus things, all the different stuff, your Twitter search, get some hashtags made up for the show, and start and use up on your Dropbox for sharing files and pictures and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's it. Do all that and you will have an amazing promotion of your stuff. And the secret ingredient is right there, the calendar, okay? So that's why the calendar is right at the top for the Google free tools is the calendar numero uno, okay? But the other stuff as well. Do this your first time going through it with a 2-month or 3-month lead time. It will be harrowing and it'll be unnerving, okay? The second time will be like you've been doing it all your life. It's one of those things that's like riding a bicycle. This looks like a huge list, but you have to remember, it's not all done in one day. This is spread out, and the reason you make a calendar up is so that you can really task yourself to, this is what I do today, this is what I do tomorrow. I don't have to worry about this till next week, that kind of thing, okay? So, but you have it all laid out. So this could probably be a Udemy course or something that I do. If someone wants that, I'll think about doing that. But here's the mind map. You all got shared, okay? Now, I didn't make this a big public share. People that have this link will be able to go to this, and it'll be in the show notes, okay? In fact, I'm going to put it in the comments right now so that you don't even have to wait. So let me go ahead and get over here. Okay, this is events promoting mind map. There we go. So now you have the link. It's shared that anybody who has the link can visit this mind map. Okay, so there's your segment on that. Okay, now I have another mind map also shared, and that's this one here. Let me open it up. Da-da-da. And what on earth could he be talking another mind map? Is he trying to kill us? And no, it's not that bad, but it's taking a while to load here. There we go. Lo and behold, if It isn't the shared mind map of the week of shared mind maps. Mind maps. Let's edit this. Sharing mind maps of the week. Okay. Let me just edit this. There we go. Shared mind maps of the week. There we are. All right, all fixed. Happy? And so we have all the mind maps that I've shared every week. I've shared a different mind map, and now I have to make a lot of more mind maps for future shows. We've had the Cam Studio one, the hands-on science displays, the conceptual music one, the social media for business, Google's amazing tools, giant mind map, the Google search techniques and tricks mind map, which is massive, and the fundamental needs mind map. And now this one too. That it's not in this list yet because it's not public till I feel like it's finished. Okay, so there you go. So you got 2 mind maps out of today's thing, and let's see. Go ahead and share this mind map too. Okay. My maps of the week. Mind map. There we are. Okey-doke. All right, cool. And I think it's sharing. It seems to be sharing. There we go. Okay, it's sharing. All right. Ta-da. 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 That's today's show. Let's keep flowing right along. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Stacy, how you doing? Doesn't matter if you're late. I got to get Instagram. Oh, look, a 15-second clip of me playing 2 keyboards and the flute. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I didn't know I thought Instagram was only for people that had, iPads. But, Ever noted my mind map? Great. That's just perfect. Okay. So now we've done a couple of those types of segments. What do you say? Is it time for another musical interlude? Could be. Well, no, it's not time for a musical interlude yet. I have half an hour. I'm going to quickly show. No, I'll do a musical interlude because I want to do one, and I want to do a closing musical interlude. Okay, so that's what we'll do. All right. All right, here we go. Musical interlude. And now it's time for a musical interlude. And I'm going to switch to the bigger flute, B joint. Don't ask me why. There we are. Okay. All right, here we are. Switch to the groovy picture. Okay, here we are. All right. Golly. I got carried away. I couldn't even pick up the flute. Okay. Well, I hope that worked. Hey, a little keyboard only stuff. You gotta have that once in a while. Have to have that kind of stuff once in a while. All right. So. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, they were two instruments working independent of each other. It's incredible. No, but this was still playing 30 instruments in the other room. Okay, all right. Ta-ta-da. I don't know what to do after that. I'm winded. Okay, so good. Looks like people are just starting to. I just finished it. That 40-second delay is exciting stuff. I love it. Okay, let's say I go back to this thing over here, and I wanted to show off something that Michael Daniels has shared with us. And so let me go over to his. Oops. Kind of get there. Okay, go over to his share. And you'll see a big word that says collections. In fact, let me just go ahead and, well, first of all, let's first talk about, yes, it's the Helpful Tips collection by Michael Daniels. And I'm going to put the link to that in the comment box right now. Okay, so there we go. All right. Fantastic new collection. Helpful tips. Choop. Including the awesome tip 2. Oops, can't type. Tip 2. Add a mute button. Well, actually, enable. Actually, it's enable. Enable a mute button in your Chrome browser tabs. You want to go get that link. I'm just going to, so that you don't have to necessarily run over here, though I want you to. There you go. Have you ever wanted to mute the tab in the in a Chrome tab that's where music is playing? Well, this is how you do it. You take this lovely little link right here, and don't worry, Michael, they'll still visit you. Put this in your browser in a new tab. So I'll put this in here. Okay. Put this in your browser in a new tab. Boop, boop. There we are. Okay, so now that's shared. So, yes, you copy this and paste it. And I just added it to the comments. But definitely jump over here and look at the other really cool tips. And Michael's adding these things all the time. And this is a collection. So I wanted to kind of put a little focus on that whole collections thing. Okay. You notice it's got this new icon here. And this is the first collection I've seen in the collections tab. So I guess when you click on collections, it lets you group your posts by topic is the whole idea. Okay, group your posts by topic. And I see this is not a large enough not a large enough window, but anyway, that's the idea. Group your posts by topic. And there we are. And as you can see, it can sort of do it, but it's just you create post, get found, customized, So you'll go to this thing and it'll explain all about collections. Let me copy that out and put this back to that and say over here. There we go. Okay, so I'll post this in here too. New info about collections. Da-da-da. Okay, so now you have that. So Michael's got this great collection, and I'm just going to make this thing full screen so you can see his whole thing. Here we go. And as you can see, he's got helpful tips. You can follow this and that way you'll get notifications when he adds new things to the collection. So you can how to share a file from the Hangout group chat, and let's see, how to test a mobile SHAOE. You know, what is that called? I forget. Simple Hangout on Air event or something like that. And muting the tab. Making Gmail your default webmail in Chrome. See, you think it all comes from my show? No. Michael's forerunner and all of this stuff. Okay, more than one user, one Chrome browser. Did you know? Yes, I do that all the time. And inviting guests into a Hangout film strip. All right, so you get the idea. Smorgasbord city over here. You will not have a dull time. It's nothing to run out. Okay. So, oh gee, what else is it going to talk about? Oh yes, quick. I wanted to at least get you all to go over here to Google Trends and load that in, and Google YouTube Trends. Okay, go to these places and check out Google Play, because Google Play, let me just show you this first. Google Play, if you go and get the music thing, this Google Play lets you upload your music library for free, okay? You can upload your music library for free. Free. And I think it's up to 20,000 songs or something that you can upload for free, okay? So even though they have the, the Google Play shop and store and all that, and this is free, and you can get even an uploader app that'll upload your every song on your hard drive up there. And the really cool thing is that if you had ripped your music in a mediocre format back in the day, like at 96 kbps or 128 kbps, that sounds okay, but the CD sounded so much better. Well, if Google has the same song by the same artist, same album, if they have that in their library already, they will simply replace your upload with their copy of the same sounds at 364 kbps or something amazing. It's a really, really top-notch MP3 format, okay? So you'll suddenly get this huge upgrade of your music library simply by uploading it to Google Play. All right, so that right there is already a great reason to be doing this stuff, okay? For people that are writing and stuff and wanting to know what the trending topics are, not that we're all trying to jump on all these bandwagons or anything, but it's sometimes good to know that something is a trending topic. Well, you can find these trending topics at the regular Google Trends place and at the YouTube Trends, so that you can find out what's the trending stuff is. Now, the YouTube trend stuff is probably going to be, like lists, 50 amazing facts to blow your mind, and these people that are kind of just popular because they're popular and whatnot. But that's still cool. You'd find out what's popular, what's going on, and you can dig deep into this. So let me just turn this back to 0. There we go. So you can dig deep into this and find out a whole lot of stuff for writing your own articles, or maybe inspiring some videos that you're going to make, or pick up on some styles. Or you can use vidIQ that I showed last week, I think it was, and for your YouTube channel. I showed that a little bit on setting up your YouTube channel. The vidIQ plugin will allow, and that's in the show more notes from last week. You can find out how they're tagging their videos. So if they're getting super popular and they're trending and all this kind of stuff, find out how they're tagging their videos and writing their descriptions. Probably a good thing. Beyond an academic exercise, it's probably going to be useful stuff for you to know down the road. Okay? So anyway, I want to share that so that you don't have to wait. I'll paste these things. Whoops, paste these things in. Okay, doink, and this one. Oh, not that one, this one. Okay, I'm pasting these into the comments right now, so that you don't have to wait. Because I might get around to it tonight. Probably won't get around till to Wednesday, getting all my timestamps in. But there you have it, and that's there for me too now. Okay, great. So we're running out of time. We got 15 minutes left. I better hurry up. Talk fast, Terry. Talk fast. All right, so let's go. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What did I leave out? What did I leave out? Cologne pen writing, video editing tips. Good grief, Screen-Cast-O-Matic. Making something. Too late to do the other story. Okay, sorry, get another story next week. Too late for the Audacity. Oh, darn. But do practice your Audacity thing. And remember to keep your levels kind of low, because when you mix them all together, it's going to add up and blast everything out. YouTube ad revenue. Well, if you make a video, you know where the monetize button is. I can only just recommend go ahead and monetize a few things. If you got anything getting more than 50, 100 views a month, it might be worth it. But of course, it's thousands that really count. I wanted to show where these YouTube Playbook courses were. This courseware. This is the YouTube Creator Playbook. It's a bunch of free videos on using YouTube, basically. Okay, YouTube Creator. Free courses. These are actually courses that YouTube provides. Okay, there's also some other really good courses. There's a group called Wistia. I didn't mention them anywhere else. And Wistia.com. And I'll just going to throw their thing in there. They have classes. You can go when you can log in, create a thing, hit the Learn tab, and there's a library of videos and all kinds of stuff. And I recommend signing up with them. They're a lot of fun. They're nice people, and you can't go wrong. Okay, so here we go. Wistia also for video classes. There you go. And this will get you started. Let's get you started in a big way with a lot of excellent advice. Okay, so there you have it. What can I say? Throw in an extra. I threw in an extra. Uses of annotations, everything. Well, links, this and that. I know they're saying they're phased it out, but we'll see what happens next year, whether it's still there or not. I bet it is. But, geez, how did we get through a whole show without a single Pixlr demo? This is like unheard of. Have we ever gotten this far without a Pixlr demo before? Let's see. I thought I already had it up, in fact. Nope. Oh, okay. Well, I can at least quickly talk. There's Wistia. I can quickly talk about Creative Commons and mixing your own videos and a feature of the YouTube editor. Okay, so let me go back here to one of my videos. There's a read more. Oh, in fact, let's go to a different one of my videos that's shorter. Yeah, this one's 7 minutes.
Hey there, it's Terry Britton here, and
it's doing this to me. All right, first let's.
Peter. Oh, here's.
Okay, stop that. Okay, now what I want you to see, and let me make this full screen, is that if you click on the Show More button on mine, and you go all the way to the bottom, you will see how to install and Creative Commons Attribution License, reuse allowed. And because reuse is allowed, look what's underneath it. Remix this video. So all you people who don't want to make your own videos, you just figure, I can make a video out of Terry's videos. Well, you have that chance because I use Creative Commons. And you can look for Creative Commons videos in many ways. But because of that remix this video thing being there, if I click on that, it takes me into the editor. And of course, this one's long. This is last week's show. but it's got to be less than 2 hours, 10 minutes, okay? So I can take this really long one and I can shorten it. I can, like, cut out the first hour of music, for instance. And look what it calls it, a project, okay? It's a project, and it gives it a name already, and so I can call it Edited Week 9 of Blue Juice Jubilee Variety Show. There we go. See, and hit create video, and bingo, it would make this thing. And then now go ahead and clip it and cut it and do all these different things. I can add inserts, add music, add photos, you can add all this cool stuff. So even closed captioning. But this is made out of anything. There's two ways of going about this. You can go to search.creativecommons.org, and you can type in a word like uses for bananas. Okay, there's tons of uses for bananas. And you go down here to where it says YouTube, okay? Click on that and it'll create a search at YouTube. And look, it says uses for bananas, comma, Creative Commons. And it finds all of these things. Banana peels to create fat acne, da, da, da. So let's find one. Let's just go to the top one and let's see if it's indeed Creative Commons. So I go to here, click on Show More, and sure enough, boop, zoom in. Creative Commons Attribution License Reuse Allowed Remix this video. So you can use this content in your own Bananarama special video. All right? And that's the cool thing, is that so many of us are saying, copyright, what the heck do we want to be bothered with copyright for? Copyright is only as good as your ability to enforce it. So, I really don't feel like chasing after courtrooms the rest of my life, and suing people. Especially all over India and China, where everything's taken anyway, whether it's regular copyright or not, because it's U.S. copyright. We don't have a copyright over there. And so, I mean, what are you talking copyright anyway? It always was a dumb idea. It was a great idea back in the 19th century, in 1800s perhaps, but in this day and age, I don't know. I'm not an intellectual property supporter, except for certain things. I mean, there are types of inventions that are definitely, they got to be kept proprietary, for at least long enough for the person to make their money back, I suppose. But for my videos on YouTube, come on, let's get real, okay? But so you can find anything that you want by going to that location, and I'll go ahead and I'll paste in the search.creativecommons.org. I'll paste that into the doohickey here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now you have that. All right, now I only have seconds left to do a grand finale, 6 minutes left. So let's see what I can figure out to do here. And I'll try to pull out all the stops and have all the keyboard and flute and everything working at once. Okay, so anyway, yes, here we go. One grand finale coming up. Okay, so let's get these searches. Oh, they have a free. Eileen points out everything cool. Okay, thank you, Eileen. Let's go to the videotape. I mean the music section. I mean the mad scientist. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take a drink. I went right through blue juice this time. Because it's hot in here, let me tell you. Oh yes, it is. Okay, let's go. Oh, we need a different patch here. Oh, he's on notes, 1 second. Psychedelic, huh? Ooh, what's this?
I went overtime.
Sorry about that. I never mean to go overtime. Okay, here we go. Come on, turn off things. Got carried away. All right. Hey, I had to play more. I couldn't stop. It must be getting hot in here.
Oh yeah, it's getting hot in here.
So anyway, thanks a lot, everybody, for coming tonight. It was really a blast doing it once again, doing this show again. Let me turn off this, mute that microphone. There we go. Have me out in the caverns. Okay. Yeah, it was really great. Once again, I love doing this show. This is show number 10. And so we'll have some more shows coming up. Number 11 is always a doozy, isn't it? And so what can I say? We'll have something going on for number 11. I hear my microphone's about to explode. Stop it. And so I better go wiggle some plugs or something. Good thing we just made it. I blew it up with that last piece of music. But all right, great. I will have that time stamped. Go look at some of the previous shows. I've been getting more time stamping done. I got 9 done, and 8 done, 7 done. So so now you can jump to the sections that you wanted to see again, and jump right to the musical interludes. And yes, a musical interlude collection from the first 10 shows is imminent. Okay, it's in the works. I shall have it for you sometime this week, I promise. All right, so all right, great. I'll see you all around the interwebs, as they say, and thanks a million for coming. And let me just make sure I'm set to shut this thing off, because I hate having that. I hate having that where you're streaming, you keep streaming, you didn't really know you were streaming still, and you start saying things like, oh, gee, I really messed that one up. Oh, and all this self-deprecating stuff. It's not supposed to get on the air. Oh, wait, I never do that. Forget it. All right. Take care, everybody. And thanks again for coming. And I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.